Hey, what's going on, YouTube, my family and my friends? Excellent Dreams here, back with another exclusive video for you today. Let me go ahead and send out my invite link real quick. Let's see who we'll be having on here with us today. I think her username is All Things Shun. So I'm sending her the invite link right now. Not quite sure what level of training she's at, but we'll find out here soon. All right, see here. The MKB. What did I name this? Oh, BJ's Collab. There it is. All right. Send that right on over. All right, let's jump into screen share. All right. Now, a lot of people have been asking about this design here ever since I posted it last night before I left my shop. So let me go ahead and finish it so I can put this on Etsy for everybody. And I'm just going to equal space this row here. Pretty equally spaced already, right? That's cool. That's cool. I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that. All right. Let's go ahead and get this design ready to go on Etsy. Of course, I got to make my guide. I have to create my guide file. And we have 4 different colors, stones here. But essentially, it's going to be 4 templates. That's one. You may be able to get 2 of them side by side. We'll see. This is already 10.125 already. We're just moving right along. Definitely look like it's going to be 4 templates. All right, let's get all the blue. Combine. Then let's get all that yellow. And combine. All right. And then also red down here. So let's see here. We're going to make that red purple. We're going to get rid of this purple here. We're going to select all of the purple again. We're going to just drag that back out and right click to make a copy. Combine. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Waiting for her to fully come in. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? I can't. I can't hear you. Connecting to audio. You gotta unmute.
Okay, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yes, I can, loud and clear.
All right, what's going on with you?
Another day, another training.
I know that's right.
All right, so for starters, what would you like me to call you? Can I call you Sean? What's your name?
Yeah, Sean, even on YouTube, Sean, so yeah, Sean is fine. That's
Okay,
why I
okay.
go by.
All right, cool. So have you played around with the software at all?
Yes. So I have been working with the software, with the toolbar. My thing is, I didn't realize how much I can do with Coreldraw itself.
Right.
Like I've been vectoring images on a different website and then importing them. I didn't realize you can vector stuff in CorelDRAW. Stuff like that is what I'm needing help with,
Gotcha.
learning how to get better with CorelDRAW. I think I'm okay with the toolbar, but anything you want to show me with the toolbar that I may or may not know is cool too.
Okay, okay. So I use CorelDRAW for pretty much everything. For even for my sublimation and even for my DTF design. You know, um, when you think of it, you have to think of it like CorelDRAW not only cuts vinyl, but it prints images. So the type of images that it prints is all based upon the type of printer that you have. Some people
Right.
have 8.5 by 11-inch printers, and then they have a Cricut Explorer Air 2 maybe, or Silhouette Cameo, and they may use their printer, which has inkjet ink in it already, to do their print and cuts. So they may load their design in, and then they have like an image that they want to print out. They'll use dark transfer paper or light transfer paper, depending on the garment that they're putting it on. And then they may outline it using vinyl. But the same thing can be said if you have a sublimation printer or if you have a DTF printer. So you're not limited to just print and cut, you know? You just have to design it and then decide, like, well, not decide. I guess it's based on what hardware that you have, how you achieve the final result.
Okay, so I have a Sawgrass sublimation printer, and then I use Cameo 4. I have a couple Cameo 4s that I use. I really don't use my Cricut at all.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but DTF, I don't do DTF yet.
Okay. Okay. So hopefully after today, um, you'll be using CorelDRAW a lot more to do your designs and then send your cuts or send your images to your sawgrass and send your cuts to your silhouette. All
Okay.
right. Let me jump here into a new page. Let me say this Kamala first.
Yeah, that's looking pretty slick.
A lot of people. So I posted it last night. I meant to go ahead and upload it to my Etsy all at one time, but I was ready to get out of here and go home. So I just posted the images last night, and I woke up to a slew of people like, "Oh, Ray, I need that. I need that. How much?" And I'm like, I should have stayed 20 more minutes last night and went on ahead and completed it and put it online. And then, I would have saw the money in my account this morning. But hey,
Mm.
I'll do that
It'll
today.
come.
It's
That's definitely gonna make some money.
it's coming. Let me show you here. Let me go to my mock-ups real quick because that's
Okay.
not doing it justice right there. Let me go to KAMA, and so I did this one, and I was putting those on there today. Come on, I want you to see it over here. Oh, that's my template. Here we go. Mock-ups. Boom.
And that's like what, a DTF design right there, or sublimation?
It's whatever see, that's what a lot of people confuse themselves at. It's whatever you have. You know, if you have a
True.
sublimation image, you'll sublimate this on a light color shirt.
Right.
I just did 3 dark mock-ups because I was ready to go. I didn't even get to the light mock-ups yet, but like with this, I would probably do this in vinyl. You know,
Yeah.
I'll cut out black vinyl and brown vinyl for her hair, and then maybe the little pink for her earring. But 9 times out of 10, that's a rhinestone there as well, right
Right.
here. So I did her lips rhinestone, her face rhinestone, and the way I think of it when I think outside the box is you can cut out tan Caesar Strip Flock Pro. It feels like it's felt. You know the yeah. If you use that for her face, then you can put the topaz color stones on top of that, like you know what I mean, and then you'll still have that color base up underneath your stones.
Okay.
If not,
Okay.
her face will look like that.
And that's the strip flock. Okay.
Yep, Caesar Strip Flock Pro.
Bro. Okay. I'm gonna have to check that out.
So as you can see right here with this one, that's not using strip flock. That's the rhinestones on the shirt. And then I
Hmm.
did another example showing it here with the Caesar Strip Flock Pro underneath the stones. So as you can
Uh,
see, that one has a little more color to it. That's because
yeah.
it has the Strip Flock Pro up underneath the stones. But
Oh,
either,
okay. Yep. I see
yeah,
the difference.
yeah. So for the longest, I only designed vinyl and rhinestone. As I was getting better and doing more and more designs, it was
Mhm.
bugging me that rhinestones cannot uh be used on top of vinyl because of course the the slipperiness and the slickness of vinyl, the Hotfix stones does not adhere to. One go
Right.
around in the wash, they fall off.
Yep.
Well,
It'll burn it.
Caesar Strip Flock Pro, it has the fibers too. It has the hairs on it. You know, it feels like a felt jogging suit. You know, so it has the texture to it. My
Oh,
first
okay.
time, my first time deciding to press rhinestones on top of that, and I ran it through the washer and I ran it through the dryer just to see. I've been
Yeah.
doing it. I've been doing it ever since. So when you can't sublimate because it's a dark color shirt, then you just go buy the different colors of Strip Flock Pro, and then attempt to do it that way. Like say we wanted white under the white stones, we would just buy
Yeah.
white Strip Flock Pro, cut out that Kamala right there, and then layer. I would do it like this. I would layer my black first because that's gonna be my outline. That's gonna show me where all the pieces of her hair goes and stuff like that. And then I would lay down my white. If I cut out white right here, I can put white under those clear stones and make it pop even harder. And I might put white right here as well up under clear stones for here. So I was kind of conflicted about how I did her jacket, but I just didn't want it to be all black. Like I wanted to show like the definition of if she had like a collar right here, and then to show the shoulder how it goes down or whatever. I may actually just redo it and make this fuller inside of here.
Well, that
But
looks good like that though.
it does. But
Because
you,
it's kind of like giving a shadow, almost like a shadow type of effect to her jacket.
I love it. But the more and more and more I design, my left brain tells my right brain, you can do it better. You can do it better. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can make it more better. And
You your own worst critic.
I
That's what
am.
it
I
is.
am. But then I got to realize that I'm sharing it with thousands of people. So I want to make it right. That way I don't have to answer thousands of questions.
Facts.
I, when I first got started, my first couple of designs, you know, and people would jump in my inbox and they was like, Ray, I don't know how to do this, or I don't know how to do that. I was like, oh, this ain't gonna work. Like, you know what I mean? But as I got better, you'll get better in the sense of making it as perfect as you can get it, and then having a guide to go along with it. So let's see here. When I got started, I went image hoarding, image hoarding for everything that I could think of. Now this is 13 years worth of files, but I went in there and I was finding all type of black and white images because I was like, all right, I'm a rhinestone the world. So I was finding black and white images for the most part.
Yeah.
As you can see, stuff like this is so easy. And I've designed them and put them on my Etsy. And people have bought those designs in rhinestones over and over and over again, you know. So I went hunting
Makes sense.
because I didn't I didn't know how to design 10 years ago, you know. So
Right.
I was thinking I'm going to rhinestone up designs that are done already, and that's how I'm gonna learn. That's how I'm gonna get my practice. Let's see here.
That makes sense.
Name a favorite character. I probably got it already.
Iron Man.
Okay. I'm gonna open up a new document. We're gonna go into my images, and I'm gonna type in IRON. There go Iron Man.
Yeah, no.
Let's see here. That image is pretty slick. All right, we'll use this one since it's pretty simple. We're gonna drag this one in. As you know, all images, you want to right click and vectorize. So we're going to outline trace, and then you can use either one of these six. When you right click, outline trace, you can use any one of the six. I want you to try them all in your spare time, but
Okay.
I mainly use clip art. If it's a high quality image where it's very detailed or whatever, I might choose high quality image. But in your spare time, I want you to try each and every one of them
Okay.
just to see the difference in what they do. They all pretty much look similar, but some of them like it gives you like direct line art as it says, and just try them out. They all the same. Don't think you have to use just one.
Okay.
All right. Let me go back though. Let me go back. My apologies. Right click, outline trace, clip art. In the next screen here, on the power trace screen, I have a few things selected. I have delete original image checked, and then I have remove background checked. With
Okay.
those two checked, it's going to give you your image like this, where it took the background out, and it's going to delete that original image. Without those two checked, you'll still have your background there, and you'll still have that original image, which may confuse you because there'll be two of them then. So you want to make sure those two are checked. Let's hit OK. Boom. What we're left with is our vectorized image. If we deselect it, if we click on it, everything is still together. So we want to right click on it and ungroup all objects.
Okay. Ungroup all objects.
All right.
Okay.
And you can definitely take notes, but this is recorded. So
You'll send me the recording?
yep, yep.
Oh, okay.
You'll get a copy of the recording. And what I do is I place the recordings online via my membership. So on my YouTube channel, I got a membership section where for $24.99 a month, you'll receive access to all of the trainings. So for the most part, I've been doing one training every weekend. And then there's trainings throughout the week where people will hit me up at their convenience. But every last training is on there already. So that's an option that some people choose who don't want to take the one-on-one. They just pay the subscription and they just watch them all at their leisure. However, whatever way works best. But this one, I'll be able to send you a link and you'll be able to watch it whenever you want. So I'm basically going in there and
removing the black out of there.
yes, I'm removing the black out because we don't need it. You know, that was the black that was still part of the background.
Oh, so you're just clicking and deleting?
Yep. I'm just clicking right on it and just hitting delete.
Oh, okay.
That's after I ungrouped everything. So
Okay.
as you can see, everything is still together. We want to right click and ungroup all objects.
Okay.
So now, as I'm looking at it, we know. Let me go back to the original image. I like to do this sometimes. I like to just pull in the original image and just have it sitting right here off to the side as a reference. Boom. And what we're going to do, we're going to get rid of this black in the inside. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need the black in the inside of the A. Boom. Cool beans. Now, what you want to do is, what I start every design off with is, I merge all my colors together. As we can see here, vectorizing it made this multiple colors. We want it all one solid color because we're going to put rhinestones in it anyway. So what I like to do is, I like to just start welding or combining all of the similar colors into one. So right here, I'm going to start with this end. I'm going to hold shift. Hello? All right. I'm going to hold shift. I'm going to select this part. This part. I'm still holding shift as I select each and every piece of the word man. I'm going to stop right here. I got them all. I think I got all the pieces. If I don't, we'll see. We're going to right click on this last piece and we're going to combine everything together. All right. After we combine it, I like to weld. Now you can select all of those pieces and immediately go to weld, but for some reason, I feel that combine and then weld works a lot better in the long run. After you've combined or welded 20 pieces, sometimes the weld just seems like it forgot what tool it is and it skews the image. So combine and then weld, and you'll save yourself a headache. Save yourself some time too. Now we're going to do the same thing with this down here. And I'm just going to take those black pieces out because they definitely look like they're not supposed to be there. Okay, we can't see his eyes because his eyes were white. So I'm going to click right there because I can see them. Click right there and we just give them red eyes for now. I'm going to weld those two together. Now, typically, I would have did click here. The same thing we did for the man part. Hold shift and click, 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 click until we got it all. But we can highlight it like this as well. Let's highlight all of this. Making sure we do not get the red and making sure we don't go, we don't get any of the maroon. So we would have got the whole, okay. I'm not quite sure if you know this already, but I'm gonna show you. Let's say we start our selection tool from here and we go up and we select all of this. We don't have the red eyes in there because we have to have the entire red eye in there to select it. So if I go right here halfway and I let go, it's going to select everything that was inside that box. And I can change it like this. Boom. So it just changed everything. If I use my pick tool and I go in there and I make sure I don't get that maroon and I just go in there and get just the face mask and I let it go, then I can change all of that at once. Just that part, because I made sure that the maroon was not part of my selection. Did you see how I did that?
Okay. Yeah, that was like, okay.
All right, so if you select everything, everything that's inside that blue box is going to be selected. Well, if you're selective with your selection and you go like this, making sure you do not include the maroon inside your selection, you can just get that area that you want, all of those areas, boom, and change them all at once. I'm gonna right click and I'm going to combine them all together. And then I'm gonna weld. Boom.
Okay.
I can even go ahead right now, click on this one, hold shift, click on this one, and we're going to weld those two together too. Boom. Now we got it spaced. Looking smooth, looking smooth. And now that I'm
Yeah.
looking at it, and I'm like, yes, this will be live on a black shirt. But if we're putting it on a white shirt, then we may just need that black outline. So I'm gonna just go grab this. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna use a polygon instead of a circle. We're gonna start off with a polygon, and we're just gonna go just like this. Boom. I'm gonna make it black, and I'm gonna send it to the back by pressing B here.
Okay.
Boom. Not bad, not bad. I'm going to hold shift, click on the maroon, and I'm gonna press C to center it. All right. That's looking good. Looking good. So now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on my black and weld it. I'm going to bring in, let me bring in a ruler. I'm going to drop down a ruler from here. I'm going to drop that ruler right there. Because now we want to, I mean, that's not bad, but he got a cone head, you know. I'm going to double click on the black, which gives me my node. As you can see, there's a node here. Whenever you hover over a node, you get the crosshair. When you go away from it, you get the square. When you're on the line, you get the squiggly line. The squiggly line means you can click and you just drop the node there.
Okay.
So double click, it opens up the shape tool. You can even see it over here that it switched from the pick tool to the shape tool. All right. I only did that. Let me drop down another ruler because I went back and I deleted it. I went back too far and deleted it. So I want my ruler right there. I'm gonna double click on my black, and I'm just going to place a. You want the squiggly line? I'm gonna place one right here. Boom. I'm going to drop down another ruler right there because I want another dot over there in the exact same place.
Okay.
I'm doing a training right now, bro. Give me about 45 minutes. Did he like it? Mark. Hey, what's going on? Huh? Something going on with your phone, bro. You gotta call me back. I can't hear you. You sound like a computer. All right, all right. My apologies.
Of course.
All right. I want another one right here on this side. So we're gonna double click on the black. We're gonna drop one right here. Boom. So I did that so that I can pull this point up to the intersection here. I'm gonna let it go. We're gonna pull that other point up. To the intersection here. Boom. Now we're starting to get like the Iron Man head, you know.
Right.
I'm gonna grab this point here. I'm gonna drag it out to cover this area here. I'm gonna grab this one, drag it out to cover this other area on this side. So we're almost there. I'm gonna just double click, and I'm going to get rid of this point here. It made it square. But now I'm gonna grab it here and just drag it up like so. Boom. You can right click on this one and turn it to a curve. Let's right click on this other one and turn it to a curve. So now, if I bring it in like this, I can curve it up like so. Bring this one down and I can curve it up like so. Boom. I'm gonna bring another ruler in because I like it. I like to use my rulers to give me placement. Boom. We're gonna bring this out a little bit, and I guess we got to right click, add a curve to this one, and then bring this one out a little bit like so.
Okay.
All right. I was scared and I was nervous and I did not want to mess with the curves when I first got started because every time I went in there messing with them, it did something crazy. But the more and more you use it and the more and more you tell yourself, no, I have to fix this, you'll get used to it. Like right here, we're gonna do it again on this R because I don't like how this R has this little piece right here. We're gonna double click on the R. And just remember, when it comes to the curves and comes to you editing stuff like this, just go one node at a time and you'll be fine. You try to delete too many nodes, you'll confuse yourself. But if you go one node at a time, it'll start to help you to understand how the nodes work. So let's start with this one here. We're going to delete that one. Boom. Okay. It just took it back just a little bit. Let's delete this one here. I think that one is the next one that can go. Let's delete it. Okay, so it did that. Let's see what happens if we delete this one here. Boom. Okay, that looks weird. But now we don't have any more nodes to delete. So let's click on this node here. Aha! We got these little arrows going on. So we drop this arrow right here back. We're changing that shape. See that? Boom, we're gonna let it go. And now we, based on what we just saw, we need to drag this arrow up. Boom. And now we can go back to our pick tool. And now that R is fixed to my liking. I'll probably do the same thing right here with the eye. I'll double click. And I'm gonna just delete this node right here and see what happens. Okay, not bad. I could delete this node here. I fixed it.
Yeah,
all right.
that looks good.
But let's say I didn't delete that node there. I can click on it and just straighten that node out. Boom. And straighten it out this way. Boom. And it still fixes it. So I did like the other way better, where I just got rid of it because it made it straighter and smoother. But there's no wrong way with this software. As you see it and you can think of the ways to fix it or to change it, just jump in there and do it. Like, you know what I mean? And if you mess up, Control Z back and try another way. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I'm gonna delete these three right off the bat. Based off of all my other deletions, I can almost gauge that if I delete these three, it'll fix it. Let's see. Boom. Got it. Go back. I like to always deselect. We'll click on the white area and then go back to my pick tool. It gives my mind time to say, okay, I did that. That part is done. What do I want to do next?
Right.
Okay. Now, I know when it comes to rhinestones that these little divots, that's going to, let me just show you.
It's gonna give you some problems.
It's gonna give you some problems when you want it to look straight and you want it to look uniform. It's not, because it has that divot there. So I like to do hatch fills. Let's do a hatch fill. Forgot to click on add stones, and I forgot to change it to the inside. So let's do that now. Inside, add stones. Let's hatch fill it again. Clear the path, merge overlapping stones. We're gonna change those to yellow so we can see them. And it's not bad. It's not bad, especially down here where I thought those slashes through the mask was going to give me problem. But
Right.
up here still isn't bad. Like, and I can just hold control and just move this into place and then add another one right here. So it's not as bad as I thought it was, but I'm going to get rid of all of that. Just same way as before. I'm gonna double click here, remove all of those, remove all of these nodes here. Okay, that is something wonky right there. That's okay. I can click right here and we can fix that line like so. Boom. Get rid of all of these nodes here. Boom. Get rid of these here. Boom. These here. These two. These two or three.
Man, I can't believe I could have been doing all this inside of the software.
It just takes like I was intimidated just like everyone else, you know. I jumped into this software after using Photoshop, you know, and Photoshop has its own thousand buttons and stuff to where it will intimidate anyone who is not determined, you know.
True.
When it comes to teaching, I mean, when it comes to learning stuff, a part of our brain has to be determined, like, you know what I mean, to learn it. If not, the other part of your brain is gonna tell you, I don't need to know that. What I need to know that for? Like, you know what I mean, that's not gonna help me with my life. Like, you know what I mean? And
Exactly.
we don't dedicate the time to learning. So it's easier than you think. I stopped playing video games 13 years ago because I was like, this gonna make me money. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. I
Video
feel you
games,
there.
you get the success for completing the level and you get the accomplishments and stuff, but you don't get no money.
Exactly. And like I've worked with Silhouette Studio, Shortcuts a lot, Hotfix Error,
Yeah,
all that. And I like taught myself. But when it came to this software, it was different to me.
it was
And
different.
now like their TRW, their toolbar, I was like, oh, okay, you can navigate. Matt has like 1,000 videos on how to use it. But I was like, yeah, I have not been using Coral to its full advantage at all.
Yes, it's and we fought ourselves, like, you know what I mean. But when you got help, to understand it, now it's going to become
Yeah.
a lot more easier. Like, um,
Yeah, that's why I reached out because I was like, I could tell you know what you're doing. And I was like, I need to learn from somebody that's been doing it.
I check this out. A lot of people don't even realize this, but all of these are grayed out. Nothing is selected. I mean, this row right here. Of course, you got your enhanced view and your wireframe view, but we also have enhanced and wireframe view down here in the design wizard.
Okay.
So they got them right here. Easy buttons. I still use these up here. Sometimes I
Yeah.
use these down here when I remember that they're there. But then you also have stuff like this. The B right here sends it to the back. The F
Right.
sends it to the front. Without those buttons here, you got to right click on it and then you got to change the order here to the front, to the back, front of layer, back of layer. Nope, we got it right here. Boom, easy peasy.
Yeah.
We got group everything. It's a button right here. I just noticed that in my last few trainings. I'm like, because you're not going to use every button. You're going to familiarize yourself with what you like, the tools
Yep.
that you like to help you along, and you're going to religiously use those. Trust and believe. So I used to do this. I used to highlight everything, I used to right click on it, and then you have it right here. Group objects, Control G. So what I did was wrote me a little cheat sheet on a sticky note with these shortcuts in it. Control L's for combine, group. I don't need undo front of layer because I already know Control Z is to undo. We already know Control C is to copy. We know Control V is to paste. You know, so I just wrote combine and group, and then there's a Control U, which is like an ungroup. Like, so as I come across them, I just jot them down so I can look up at them and glance them. It helps me to move faster. But then I noticed we got it right here. I was like, oh man, it's been right there all this time. Like, you know what I mean? What's next to it? Ungroup everything. Ungroup everything selected and all groups. Oh, that's a lifesaver. Because sometimes you might, let's see, we're gonna group this together. We're gonna group that part. Right click, let's group it. Let's change it to blue. And let's say the eyes are already grouped. We're gonna group his ears. Let's change those to yellow. Right click and group. So now, of course, if I right click on this yellow, I can ungroup objects, but I can ungroup all objects, but it's not going to ungroup all objects because the only objects that I have selected is the 2 yellow headphones. So it's only going to ungroup that part. But if I highlight everything and use this button down here, ungroup everything selected and all groups, now everything is ungrouped all at once. So that's a quick feature for you, and I like that.
Yeah.
Remember, I had still grouped those earlier. I didn't even group them. I welded those together, so they were not grouped.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and weld these. Boom. Click it. Hold shift. Click, click, and weld it together. Boom. Okay. Looking good, looking good. I'm going to weld all the maroon together now so that it's together. And that's how I start off every project. I like to weld all of my colors together. So
Group your colors. Okay.
Yeah.
That will help.
I'm going here. Let me fix this M because I didn't. Boom.
When I tell you I have been wasting so much time, oh my God. I have been doing it like by sections.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. When I first started, I was doing it by section too. I was doing it one row at a time, and it's 45 stones in that row, and I was clicking each and every last one. Click, 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 click. Nope. I'm gonna show you a way around that. Just delete half of them and use the tools to recreate that line, and you'll see it's gonna come up sometime in this tutorial. Let's see here.
Okay.
Let me do a hatch fill on all of that. Let's clear the path, merge overlapping stones. And now that we took all of those divots out, it's a lot cleaner rhinestone template. From left to right, it's a lot cleaner. Deselect. Boom. Look at that.
Yeah.
We got a few fixes to make, but it's a lot more cleaner than it was. So,
Right. Especially
and
the bottom part of the mask, that came out real good.
oh yeah. And I see somewhere I can fix this. So let me take them out again. I just want to fix this M. It just looks weird.
Okay.
Let me bring this in like so. And then I think straighten this part up here. Yeah, that's better. Boom, boom. I like it. Hatch fill, clear the path, merge overlapping stones. Let TRW work his magic. And I always like to, it's just me, but whenever I get done doing a action, I like to deselect everything, give myself a woosah moment to think about what I want to do next. I'll
Okay.
deselect it here. I'll look at it and be like, okay, okay, look, it's looking good. It's looking good. Okay, what I need to do now? I want to fix this row here, fix this row here. I may be okay with that A, but sometimes I get OCD and be like, nah, I need to curve that too. But sometimes you got to think about it. Do I want to spend all the time curving these stones? I'm a high commodity. Hey, what's going on, bro? Did you like it? Oh no, I'm doing a training right now. Okay. Okay, I'll check the message. Yeah, to make it. All right, I'll read it now. I'll correspond. All right. He asking a lot for a rush order, boy. Woo.
Don't you love those customers?
Oh man, like, oh man. Okay. So look, I'm just going to, instead of trying to curve this line here and then
Mhm.
equal space stones all the way down to probably here, you got to think outside the box sometimes. Like, hold on, I can just double click on my A and I'm gonna bring my A in a little tighter right here. Boom.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring it in tighter right here. Boom. And we just gonna fix it right here, like so. Easier to
That's what
fix
I was
that.
thinking too.
Yeah. Easier to fix that line than it is to go in there and rearrange stone. But
Yeah.
we're going to, like, right here. That's not bad. I'm gonna bring this down just a hair. I'm gonna bring my
Mhm.
ruler in right here. I'm bring this one down to there. Boom. Okay. That gave me a little more real estate for this yellow. Let me
Yeah.
squeeze that in. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna equal space up this way. Maybe go two more. The old me used to go all the way up.
Right.
You see what I'm
And
saying?
you have to.
Right. Because visually to the eye, it's still gonna look equal space all the way up. But I used to think like, I gotta equal space it all the way up or it's gonna look off. I was doing a lot more extra work than I had to. But in the
Right.
meantime, I was perfecting my craft. So I learned.
Yeah, of
Oh,
course.
like right here. That would get to me. I need to equal space that. Somebody will see that and they'll be like, oh, there's even equal space right there. Boom. Now we got to do it again with the top here.
Right.
Now with this top, because the way it curves all the way, I will fix this.
Okay.
In doing so, I'll just go move that one. I'll move this one. I'll move this one. And all I'm doing is holding control. And it's keeping it on that axis. And it's moving it straight up on that line. And I'll probably do this one. Boom. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to delete all the other ones. This one, this one, this one, and that one. We're going to create our row right here. Equal space. Replace stones to make the spacing equal. Add a stone, add a stone, add a stone, add a stone. And that looks good. Let's shift and clear the path. So now all I have to do is equal space what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows on that one.
Right.
Let's do it now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll go down about 7. That looks good. Looks like I can add a stone there. That worked. Let's go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I like to do it the same length for all of them. Let me see. Can I add a stone? That's still not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Add a stone. Can I add one? Okay, that's still not bad. And then on this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna go 8, 9. Let's add one. Okay, not bad. I see it got tight right here. I'm gonna just use these two. Boom, boom. And maybe one more to equal space and give it some room. Boom. Haha. Not bad, not bad. So with these, so sometimes here we go again. We're picking our battle. And I'm like, no, I don't want to fix that. I'm gonna equal space these three. We're gonna do the same thing we did with the bottom of it. We're just gonna move that little the inside piece up. Double click here,
Okay.
grab both of these at the same time. We're just gonna move them up just a little bit. Cause that's how the ladies be with their tumblers and stuff. They be like, do I want to use SS6 stones and then SS4 stones and then SS3 stones? I'll be like, ooh, y'all doing a
That's
lot.
me. Tumbler maker.
And
Yep.
I tried to explain to people that doing tumblers is totally different than doing shoes. It's totally different than doing shirts, which is
Heck
totally different
is.
than doing bags. You know, it's different processes to all of them, you know, and to each his own. They're all different. They're all
Yeah.
different. So we fixed this O here, and it's looking okay. I like it. I'll probably equal space this down here to get rid of that gap space right there. Keep equal spacing. Boom. So really, it's essentially you're gonna use the same tools over and over and over as
Right.
you develop and learn new tools. You're gonna add those to your mental bank. But for the most part, it's the pick tool.
Yeah.
You may use the rectangle tool, and let
Okay.
me show you this. A lot of people. I'm gonna start a new page down here. There's page 1. We're gonna hit this plus right here and give us a page 2.
Okay.
So I'm just going to make these squares. You might know this already or you might not. Just want to show you. Okay. Boom. We're gonna go. I'm holding control. I'm dragging and I'm gonna press space bar. Boom. I'm press space bar again. Boom. Press space bar again. Boom. So you create like almost like a little stamper with the space bar. All right. I'm gonna change one of these to blue. Let's change this one to that blue. Let's change this one to yellow. Let's change this one to brown. Let's change this one to red or orange. Change this one to red. Okay. So I'm gonna highlight them all because all of them still have that outline on them. So I'm gonna highlight all of them. I'm gonna right click on this X here to get rid of that outline. Boom. All right. So with these 3 boxes right here, these 3 boxes will be your friend. Also, if you look at it real good, if we switch it, edit, place and fill, text spec, as you can see, the only thing that is changing is this box here in the center.
Mm-hmm.
The top row is always going to stay the same, and the bottom row is always going to stay the same. These are the tools that you will use most frequently. That's why they're on every page. So these 3 boxes here, one of them, as you hover over everything in Coreldraw or the Design Wizard, this little pop-up box comes up to let you know what it is. If it doesn't come up, it's also located right down here on this bottom line. It will pop up. So if I hover over it, it says left click same size, right click invert, shift click to clear filter. So if we click on this, boom. First, we got to select something in our canvas first. So if I click here, boom. I click the first one, same size, it's going to select all the squares that are the same size, which were all those purple ones, and then that aquamarine. All the
Mhm.
other ones I made different sizes. So if we click here on the one purple, when we click on the center is left click same color. So it's going to get everything that's the same color. It would even get this one, even though it's a different size, it would even get that one since it's the same color.
Okay.
All right, the last one is select same size and color. So if we click on this one and we hit that button, of course, it's only going to get the purple ones, but not this purple one because it's not the same size. All right. Also, as I was showing before, we can be selective with our pick tool. So I can go right in there and just say, I just want the purple, the blue, and the yellow, but I don't want the red or I don't want the aquamarine. I make sure that they are not part of my selection. So when I let go, only those 3 boxes, the 3 boxes that are fully in the selection tool will be selected. Just these 3, boom, boom, and boom. So we went in there and we just wanted these 2. We got these 2, boom. Say we wanted, I have to bring this one down here. Say we wanted just these 2. So you got to just go in there and see it and make sure that that's the only thing in your selection and you'll be able to grab it easily. I'm showing you this because there will be times where we got all of this stuff going on and we need to go in there and just get this row right here. Or, okay, perfect example. I'm gonna right click here and I'm gonna lock this black. With the black locked, now I can use my selection tool and go in from here without moving the black. If the black is unlocked, every time you click on it, you're gonna move it. You want to lock that, lock it down. I want to lock this, and now I can go in there with my selection tool from here and get that row. I want all of these rows. Actually, matter of fact, I'm gonna lock the brown because really I just want this one row right here.
Okay.
Boom. And that one. Boom. So now I'm gonna fill it up because it wasn't thick enough right there. It should have been 4 stones instead of 3. So now I'm using my fill between tool. This tool should have been part of the place and fill. It should have been over here, but instead they got it over here. It's the fill between tool. Boom.
Okay.
When you use it though, you still want to hold shift and clear the path. Even though there's no line right there like this tool, it's the same tool essentially, but you see the line there. You want to shift and clear that line. So
Okay.
using the fill between tool does the same thing. You don't see the line. You won't even see the line if you go to wireframe. But if you forget to shift and clear the path, this is what happens. That's deselect. Now when I click back on that row, they all still selected. They all still together. You do not want that. So click on it. They are all still together. I clicked on one.
Right.
See now this one, see, they all still together, even though, see, you don't want that. So you want to click on it, hold, shift, and clear the path right here. Clear the path from the selected object. Boom. Now when you click back on it, they're all separate. All right. So whenever you use the fill between tool right here, right after using it, you want to hold shift and just clear the path. Boom.
And which tab is that fill between under?
It's in the edit tab.
The edit. Okay. Fill between and edit. Man, you have taught me so much in like 45 minutes. For real. I'm like, yeah, this is game changer for me.
So also on your nudge, I have my nudge set at 15.
Okay.
I have my nudge set at 15. After you change your nudge to 15, you can come down here and save design wizard setting.
Okay.
All right. Save design wizard settings, because when you close it down, you open it back up, now it's saved. And what that nudge does, you're gonna love this, is I'm gonna click on those ears and we're gonna nudge them out to the side. Boom. So now, say we wanted to work on something over here, we didn't necessarily have to worry about. What I used to do was I used to drag them
Yeah.
out and place them over here because I needed to work on something over here. Now, how do I get them back into that exact same spot where they were at? You know, we would have just been fishing, trying to get them
Right.
back to where they needed to go. When you set your nudge at 15, you can nudge it right out like so. Boom. Oh, man. Hey, what's going on? I see her. I'm doing the training right now. All right. All right. I see her on the camera. I see the lady on the camera, but she didn't make an appointment or anything. She just popped up. I'm in the middle of a training right now, so she's gonna have to come back or she's gonna have to wait. It's just business, just business. So we can
Right.
nudge it out. Boom.
Oh,
Nudge it. We can nudge it, and it's gonna nudge everything right over to where you just populating it right over like so. We locked our black, so let's unlock it, nudge it over. Boom. We're gonna even nudge this over, because let's say we just wanted to, oh, we locked that too, forgot.
oh
Unlock,
yeah.
nudge it over. Boom. Say we just wanted to work with our stones, we nudged everything over perfectly to where we can grab it all and nudge it right back. Boom. All right. All right. I'm trying to jam pack as much into this session as possible for things
Yeah, that's
you may not,
helpful in itself.
yeah, for everything that you may not have known already. Let me show you this real quick. I want you to play around with this because this is fun. Right here, we got Iron Man, right?
Uh-huh.
We're gonna open up our font wizard off to the side here. And of course, we got all of these letters up here. You know, we can go vertical easy by hitting the V. We can go, let me hit the V again. Boom. We can go uppercase, lowercase, title case. The two color text right here doesn't work too well. You have to pretty much go into the text effects to pull that off. But let's say we got our text here, Iron Man, right? You know, you have to weld your script. Let's go to wireframe. If you don't weld your script, then your letters will be cutting through the other letters as so. So
Oh,
we want to
okay.
weld that.
Okay.
All of our cursive text, we want to weld it. Boom, it makes it one solid. But then I like to play with this. In the place and fill tool, we're going to take off add stones. We're going to put it on the outside. And we're going to, let's leave it at 0.075 for now. Let's see what we get. You get that little thin line right there. I like it. We're going to make that line pink. We're going to right click on it to get rid of the outline to that line. Boom. Now I deselect. Now I'm going to click on my pink. Now let's go like a 0.15. Let's change it from 0.075 to 1.5. And island fill. Oh, that was too big. Let's go my bad, 0.15. There we go. Boom. Let's make that like a blue. Let's right click on it to get rid of the outline. Now what I'm about to do is, so we just made us a three color text. But if you
Just
see,
like that. Wow.
what it does is it puts the islands underneath the island, So if we move this black, there's a pink Iron Man right up under it. That's 0.75 thicker than this one. And then the
Right.
blue is 0.15 thicker. Let's take our pink, click on our pink here, hold shift, click on the blue. We're going to trim out that pink through the blue. Trim. Let's do it one more time with the black. So what we just did now is now that blue looks like this. That could be our outline layer of reflective.
Yeah.
We're gonna take our black, and now we're going to hold shift, click on the pink, and we're gonna chop or trim that black through that pink. Boom. So now what we have is our black, we have our pink, which that can be glow in the dark, you know, and then we can top it off with our reflective. So when people see it, they're gonna be like, oh, not only is it rhinestones, 0.075 inside, add stones. We're just gonna add them right here. Boom, clear, merge overlapping stones. So they're gonna be looking like not only is it rhinestones, but all that you telling me that part right there glows in the dark too, and then that part right there is gray reflective. Oh man, you doing too much. Too
Wow.
much. And actually I'll probably have those as black diamond stones in the inside.
Yeah.
Oh, that will pop. That will pop. Even though they're
Wow.
not the Iron Man colors. Like, you know what I mean? I was just playing around just to show you the power
Yeah.
of, yeah. Or let's say we gonna cut that out altogether. Boom, you know, we're not even gonna use that one, but we used it to give it this nice effect. And then let's
Yeah.
add the Iron Man red back in there. Boom.
Wow. Oh yeah. I'm about to be on this all day today.
About to be playing around, playing around. So I tell people all the time, open a new document, go grab something off a line, you know, and just play around with it. Just play around with it. Like I found so much stuff, and I just be going in there like, what's his name? Hulk. I got them all, you
Yeah.
know. Here go Hulkamania, you know. And I was more so looking for images. When I first started, I was looking for those type of images, black and white, black and white. But then as I start realizing, as long as it had the outline to it, or as long as it's not too busy, it will vectorize.
Okay.
Like these right here are so easy. Right click, outline trace, clip art. You can look at it and tell like if it has the straight lines and if it's clean. Ungroup all objects. We're gonna click on this black and select all the black. Oh, it was just that. Boo. I thought I was gonna get the rest of this in here. I'm gonna click on that, select all the black. All right, there it is. And then when you do this, so don't let it confuse you. Let me show you right now before we get off of here. Say we clicked here and we came over here and select all the black. If I hit delete right now, delete, nothing happens. Here's why.
Right.
So Design Wizard is a plug-in for Coreldraw. Coreldraw is the main software. Design Wizard is the plug-in. We just clicked here and then we click inside of the Design Wizard. Boom. Once we did that, now we're still in the Design Wizard. As you can see, Coreldraw over here is grayed out.
Yeah.
So we can't hit delete because we're still on a Design Wizard. If we click back over here into our workspace area, we're going to deselect what we have already selected. We don't want that. So if we click back over here and then hit delete, nothing will delete because we just deselected what we had selected.
Mhm.
So we want to click there, click all the same color, And then when you come back over to Coreldraw, click here, up here, anywhere above the ruler, boom. Now you see Coreldraw is green again. It's not grayed out.
Right.
If I click back over here on the design wizard, Coreldraw is grayed out again. But so to return without deselecting anything down here, you want to click up here in this area. Boom.
Okay.
Now if I hit delete, well, you want to make sure you click in this area. Now delete. So
Okay.
anywhere in this area, this section here, primarily over here where you're not selecting anything over in this blank space, click there. Or you can click like right here above the ruler, but just don't click down into the workspace. You will deselect what you have selected. Oh, it took me a few days to figure that out. It was blowing my mind. Like, why isn't this working? Why isn't this working?
Yeah.
And I just had to do it one step at a time, and then I saw it. So this is
Oh.
easy. You're gonna select all of that. We're gonna weld that together. We're gonna select this. I want this right here to be a different color, so I'm gonna change it to purple. I'm gonna weld that together. Weld all my thread together. Oh, look what happened down here. Oh, we ain't worried about none of that. We're gonna weld this together. All of this down here, these numbers and stuff. I just clicked on it, selected all of the same color, click back over here, and let's delete that. Boom. All right. Whatever this is, we're gonna delete that.
Okay.
Let's see, we're gonna click and delete that. All right, we got it all out of there. I'm sorry, my scroll be going scrolling. All right. Boom. All right, so we got all that together. Let's click on the blue, select all the blue, and weld all the blue together. Boom. I'll size it up. 9.36, that's cool. Depending on what size is going on. Let's go 9.8. I like to choose an off color so that I can see it. And then let's just hatch fill, place and fill, hatch fill. I like it, but I don't. Clear the pad, merge overlapping stones. I'm gonna just select them all again and delete them. And let's try island fill now. All right, that's better. Clear the pad, merge overlapping stones. Boom. This design is almost ready for 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 Etsy. Click right there, even though I don't think it's going to fit. Let's see. It's not gonna fit. All right. Let's try it anyway though. Let's island fill. Blah, blah, blah. It didn't work. Oh, up here in the front, it worked. Dang, I really wanted stones right there, right? Here's the workaround. Here's the workaround. You're gonna love this.
Okay.
We're gonna click on it. We're gonna go to our place and fill tab. Let's go to the outside, take the stones off. Let's make the contour line a little thicker, like 0.02. Now, island fill. Aha, we got us a thicker line, right? I'm gonna deselect and I'm gonna click on that line back here. Boom. We're gonna change it back to 0.075 for stones. Inside, add stones. And now let's do an island fill. Aha, you see them back there?
Yep.
Let's do a clear the path, merge overlapping stones. Let's send them to the front. Boom.
There you go.
Now we were able to get stones on that line. We can delete that line because we don't need it. We're not even going to use any vinyl. We're cutting this out in all stones anyway. Now back here, it got a little wonky, but that's all right. We're just gonna fix it real quick. Boom, boom. I like to hold control, drag it right over so it's right on that line. Hold control. Boom. And then for this one, boom. Let's equal space these. even though I still don't like it because it's not like right here. That's why I want it.
Right.
And then I'm holding control, dragging it over, holding control and dragging it right over. Boom. I'm gonna get rid of all of these. The old me would have clicked here and boom, 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 equal space. No, I'm gonna
Right.
delete all of this. Boom, click here, hold shift, click here, edit, fill between two, shift and clear the path. Boom. It typically takes about an hour for the rendering process for the video, and then I'll be able to send you a link.
Okay.
And until we meet again. Hopefully I'll see you again. But I believe that if anybody were to just jump in this software with not a design in mind, you know what I mean? Start with text.
Yeah.
Start with text, start with outlines, like, you know what I mean? Start with hearts, start with stars, or start with any design that you may find, vector design, and then just work your way from there.
Okay, this is real helpful. You showed me a lot that I had not been doing that I definitely will be doing going forward.
Hey, I'm here to help. I wish when I first got started doing rhinestones 13 years ago that there were people out like me out there. I had to figure my way out. So many times I cried because I didn't have no job. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, I had just lost my job and was trying to make this thing work. You know what I mean? I ended up
Right.
going to get a job in the process, and then COVID snatched that job away from me in 2020, and then I was right back doing this. But
Wow.
when I lost my job in 2020, I went full time with this. So I've always been doing this part time as something to do outside of my main job. But then
Right.
when I lost that main job, I was like, oh, the world was a crazy place at that time. I was not about to be back out, and they saying there's a disease out there that's killing people. Like, you know what I mean? I did not want to go
Right.
back out into uh everyday society. Like, you know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
sat
No,
at
I
my
feel
desk.
you.
I sat at my desk and I started the most high told me, he was like, you gotta share. And I didn't know what he was talking about. I did not know what he was talking about. Share for what? Like,
Yeah.
okay, hold on, wait a minute. There we go. I was like,
Okay.
share for what? I'm like, if I share, then people just gonna steal my stuff. Like, how am I gonna make money sharing? Like, you know what I mean? And
Yep.
a few days went by, and I was like, I didn't get it. Really didn't get it. Like, you know what I mean? And but what they say, you take a. I'm about to butcher this statement, but if you teach a man to fish, then he'll be able to feed himself versus you just giving him the fish to eat. You know what I mean?
Yep, that's true.
Teach
That's
him.
on my YouTube channel. I get that so much. Like, wouldn't nobody else share this with me, or won't nobody show me how to do this? And I'm just like, I just do a lot of DIYs. This is my process. Take that and make it your own.
Yeah. So what happened was once I started sharing and helping people,
Yeah.
I don't have to ask for orders. Like, you know what I mean? I don't have to sit there wondering when the next order is going to come because I'm steadily helping people. And in
Hmm.
return, like my blessings are coming back tenfold. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I learned everything that I learned from the internet. So the knowledge is readily available when it's out there. If they don't learn it from me, they gonna learn it from somebody else. Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
Yep.
um so I started putting the price on it to help me pay my bills. Like, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, you should.
also doing more trainings, I do less shirts. I'm not under the heat press for 50 shirt orders anymore. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I like that. I only cut that heat press on now when I want to. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So you like doing the trainings more than making the shirts now?
Yes. And also, the more and more I do the trainings, I'm 40,
Mhm.
I'll be 44 here on the 28th of this month. The more and more I do the trainings, the more and more the residual builds up. So
Yep.
with 1,000 trainings out there, I may be able to retire by the time I'm 50 and still be doing trainings because I love them. Not doing
Right.
physical labor to where I'm wringing out my shirt because I've been under the heat press for 2.5 hours. You know what I'm saying? So I still do make, I still do accept custom orders, but most of my custom order shirts, they be like $100, like, you know what I mean? Or more.
Right.
This guy that's in my inbox right now, he need a shirt by, it's already 3 o'clock. He needed by 5, and he just hit me today. And it's not rhinestones. It's just I'm a DTF it, and it's gonna be
Oh,
$50.
okay.
It's gonna be $50. Matter of fact, let me see what he said because he was like, check your messenger. I'm like, man, you were asking a lot, bro.
Right, in that short amount of time.
What he say?
That's wow.
Ask him, can the logo go straight down? How's the logo? Let me show you. Because I am so I'm here to help people.
Yeah.
So if it frustrates me, I want to try to help others to see things that cannot be done.
Oh, heck.
He want me to take that, right? And
Uh-huh.
he sent me it's like the blurriest JPEG ever. And I was able to
Yeah.
use that, vectorize it in the software, and put an outline on it. Now he wants me to take this
Uh-huh.
and make it go vertically down the back. So I guess he wanted to say BJAZY, like, you know what I mean?
Wow.
And I'm like, bro, like,
Without a clean image, that's the one thing that people that kill me when people just send you anything, any type of image and want you to work with it.
okay, okay, let me see here. I can do it, but I will have to redesign the
Yeah.
entire design to make it work.
Right?
And matter of fact, hold on, I mean, I just want to see if I got a large shirt anyway. If I ain't got no large shirt, then it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And I don't think I got a large. And I don't even feel like going to the store.
Uh-uh.
If I do got a large, he's in luck. But you know what I mean? The, I'm not passing up $50. But on the flip side, I don't like the rush either. You know what I mean?
Right. Because then you want to make sure you're giving out quality work as well and not having to rush and create the design to your liking too.
Wait a minute. Let me see. This a large? That's a medium. I think he SOL on this one.
Uh-uh.
Yep, he SOL on this one.
Yeah, to hit you with a 2-hour window, that's wild.
The window was a little longer than that, but uh
Oh,
he's corresponding back with his customer or his partner or friend or something, and here we are, you know. He's
right.
corresponding back and forth with him, which really he should have just gave dude my direct number the way that way I can talk to him. Because now it's almost like got somebody who don't do shirts trying to
Middleman.
talk his friend into what I can do or what he think I can do. Let me call him real quick and see if he can do that. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know if he's
Right.
upcharging them. I don't know if he's middlemaning. I doubt
Probably.
it. I doubt it, but I don't like working this way. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
without being able to talk directly to the person that the shirt's going to be for.
Yeah, and I'm looking around like, nope, I do not have a large. Hold on, wait a minute. Is this it? Oh, that's what happened. I used it yesterday.
Oh, the large?
Yep. Wait a minute. I got a gray. That's it. Is this a large? You might have to go with this. If not, that's a large. Okay. All right.
What
Let me
color did he want? White?
white. Yep.
Of course, common.
So let's see here. He say, make it happen, bro. That will change the price.
Yeah.
Also, I don't have a white large. I have a gray large. I had another training starting today at 5 o'clock. So it's already 3.
Right.
And yeah, it'll work. It'll work. I know. You in a rush?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm good. I'm off today. So
All right. We're gonna jump into this together real quick.
Okay. Let me move my screen over.
So here it is right here that I did for him. Look how ugly that is. And I was like,
Ooh.
sometimes that's what you go through. Like he's rushing, he needed about 5. He pressed about it, and I'm like, bro, I'm gonna give it to you as good as I can give it to you. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So let's see here.
Ooh.
I guess that's called a hookah lamp or whatever. Oh, I don't
Oh, a
know.
hookah, yeah.
So we gotta go to good old Google. Time is of the essence. Hookah. I just put in hookah SVG. I don't know what the thing is. There it is. Images. And I like this one.
Yeah, that one
We're gonna go with a simple one though.
good.
That one does seem not bad. Let me see if I can get it simpler though. All of them just look like steamers or something. Like I'm gonna go with that first one. Like this one
Yeah,
look.
that first one I think looks the best. That one looks kind of weird.
Which one? This one?
That one, the one you had looked at before. I forget. I think you passed it. I would go with the first one. I think that one
Yeah, the
so
first
far
one.
looks the best.
Boom,
Yeah, that one looks good.
boom. It's on Etsy, so I gotta snatch and grab. It's not gonna let me right click and save because it's gonna come up as a EP something file.
Yeah.
WEBP file, and Coreldraw don't take those. So I like to click on it. It opens up like so. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, I forgot it doesn't let me do it when I'm on here.
Oh.
But I would basically hold the 4 Windows buttons, hold Shift, and then S, and then you get this little box here, and you able to highlight it like so. And then it pops up down here in the right hand corner, but whenever I'm on live, it doesn't do that. So let me see here.
Oh.
Let me see here what they call it. Oh, they just call it hookah. So let's go back. I gotta find the image that's not. Let's see here. Da 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 da. And I can go
Right.
SVG or hold on. I'm just scrolling.
Right.
Oh, they gotta make these. Mm, mm.
I know. I'm like, dang.
That just look like a pipe right there. That look like
Oh, right. For real.
where, okay. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just go ahead. I'm gonna end this session. I'm gonna send you another link to jump back on after I've already downloaded and did a screenshot. Okay.
Okay, cool. I'll be looking for it.
All right.
All right.